Sony Europe joins Theta blockchain validator program as Theta continues to pick up steam for its mainnet launch 3.0 in April. I'll also be checking in on the price action of Theta as Theta is knocking on the door of a potential breakout to the upside. Later in this video, I'll check in on the price action of Tfuel as well. Let's get into it. Sony Europe follows in the steps of Global 500 firms like Google and Samsung in joining the Theta Network's validator program. Sony's European subsidiary is the latest company to join the validator program of Theta Network, a decentralized blockchain-based video protocol. Sony Europe's research and development group, the Centre Europe Brussels Laboratory, has joined Theta's Enterprise Validator and Governance Council program, the company announced on Tuesday. As part of the development, Sony will operate an enterprise validator node located in Europe to validate network transactions on Theta's proof-of-stake consensus protocol. Sony Europe will also act as a member of the Governance Council to participate in strategic technology planning and ensure the Theta's security and stability. The validator program includes major technology firms like Google and Samsung, as well as industry firms like Binance, Blockchain.com, and Gumi. Theta Labs CEO Mitch Liu told Cointelegraph, Theta Network is quickly moving towards full decentralization with 14 enterprise validators, of which 7 are run by Theta Labs, and with Sony Europe being our 7th external validator, marks an important milestone for the project. Certainly more good news for Theta as it continues its upwards trajectory into its mainnet launch 3.0 coming up in April. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description down below to that article for any of you that wish to take a closer look. Let's get on with the price action. Theta, up on the daily chart. Toggling into the price action, I see that Theta is flirting with breaking this liquid zone at the time of recording. This purple box liquid zone has a bottom side coming in around $3.70 and a top side coming in at $3.97. You can see that when Theta had its test to the downside due to the Bitcoin pullback, it was testing the 30 simple moving average, which is noted by these two wicks right here. Price action was launched right back up above that 21 and then ultimately regained the 10 simple moving average. You see on yesterday's candle that it very quickly tested that 10 simple moving average, and then Jack and the Beanstalk shows up and launches price action right into the bottom side of this liquid zone. You can see that was accompanied with pretty good volume down below, getting above the moving average, as well as wiping out the last several days of volume read. You can see that all the major notable moving averages are still in a bullish posturing, and now the 10, 21, and 30 are back into their positive slopes to the upside. Overall, a very good look for Theta. Toggling down to the RSI is beginning to look constructive once more as it gets back above the exponential moving average and is flirting with regaining the bullish control zone. You can see that the exponential moving average is now regaining a positive slope to the upside, and that the RSI has plenty of room to run if the bulls decide to shred this purple box liquid zone sooner than later. Dropping down to the stochastics momentum up as they're regaining the bullish control zone and are just signaling a meteoric rise in buy pressure, so things looking good there as well. Down below in the MACD histogram is losing all of its negative momentum at this point in time, and the fast line is signaling at a potential bullish cross sometime within the next couple days. Of course, this signal hasn't fired yet, therefore it cannot be confirmed, and this trading day still has 9 hours remaining, but overall looking really good. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not worried about when Theta decides to take out this purple box liquid zone. It's just simply my condition to be met. Of course, everyone that follows along with my technical analysis knows I look for those daily candle body confirmations above those liquid zones, and of course the legitimate SR flip, so the former resistance becoming future support. Then I get excited about the next major legs up in price action. Looking left, you can see anytime Theta takes out one of these liquid zones, its next major leg to the upside quickly follows. So I don't need to see this happen today, tomorrow, the next day. As long as that happens at some point in time, I'll be excited about the next major leg to the upside. However, it is looking like this could happen sooner than later. Now, of course, let's talk about some downside areas, because it's always good to have a plan. It's not the probable scenario, but I like to plan for these things in case Bitcoin decides to take a dump or whatever might be unforeseen within the markets. So if Theta does decide to reject from the liquid zone here, overall, I would not be overall worried about that. But I'd be looking for potential retest of the 10 simple moving average, which at the time of recording is coming in around $3.28. If for some reason Theta starts closing daily candle bodies below this horizontal and that 21 coming in at $3.17, then perhaps it'll retest that 30 simple moving average. Getting below that 30 as well as this horizontal here coming in at $2.92, then likely a test of the 55 exponential moving average, which is now above this former liquid zone, and that 55 at the time of recording is coming in around $2.66. Of course, I do not view this as the probable scenario, merely a distant possibility. However, like I said before, it's always good to have a plan if things like that take place. for me personally, would likely be a buy the dip opportunity so long as the overall trajectory of the market remains bullish, which it very much is at the time of recording. Tfuel up on the daily chart. And not a heck of a lot to say here since my last analysis, other than Tfuel just continues its rise to the upside. You can see just a couple days ago it launching off that 10 simple moving average, and yesterday's candle body closed above the candle body prior to that, and we'll have to see what today's candle body does with the trading days still having 9 hours remaining. I'd like to see that candle body close above this candle body here, and then continuation will likely be the name of the game. However, I do see some signs that a pullback could be due at some point here soon, as bearish divergence is beginning to shape up on the RSI down below. Between this high here and this one, you see the RSI is coming in a little bit lower. However, this is not confirmed. Conservative traders will look for price action to confirm the divergence before looking at that as something actionable. Now, in my opinion, if this does confirm and take place, it's likely going to create the next big buy the dip opportunity. Now, being that everything's in an uptrend, that is how I'll be looking at this. Of course, I have a bullish bias right now, pretty much on the whole crypto space in general. Now, if that confirms and price action decides to pull back, I'm not sure where or when that will happen. I'll just look for the price action to tell me when that's taking place. But when that happens, I'll be looking to these three moving averages down below. So first will be the 10 simple. And at the time of recording, the 10 simple is coming in at 0.97 cents as a potential bounce area. But if price action is able to get down below that 10, then I'll be looking to the 21. You can see that the last time price action stabbed that 21 was when it was in confluence with this purple box liquid zone here. And price was just a rocket back to the upside. Bots and algos were sitting right there ready to purchase that. So as far as I'm concerned, bots and algos are still on the buy side of this thing. And obviously, I mean, everything's just in a bull trend. So I'll be looking to that 21 if the 10 is taken out. Now, the 21 at the time of recording is coming in around 0.083 cents. But both these moving averages will be rising very quickly as each daily candle body closes up at these higher levels. And then down below that's going to be the 30 simple moving average, which is currently coming in at approximately 0.066 cents. So those will be the three moving averages that I pay attention to. If this bearish divergence gets initiated and creates a greater pullback, those would likely be some pretty big opportunities. Of course, that is not financial advice, as I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm happy to share what my strategy is going to be if and when that time comes. However, price action can go much higher here before anything like this confirms. So we're just going to have to be patient and watch and see what happens here. But that's about all I can add today on the Tfuel analysis. If you didn't catch my last video, I just put it out a couple days ago. Feel free to watch that as I go into more detail about the trajectory of Tfuel. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video. Hope you guys are all doing well out there, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And until then, have yourselves a powerful day.